Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Blue Maxima and I'm here doing an idiot import. But this time it's a little bit different, if you couldn't tell. This is Tad and the Lost Scroll, or Tadeo Jones and the Lost Manuscript, or Tadeo Jones ES... I don't even remember what the Spanish title is. This game's got so many names. In fact, this game doesn't even make half a lick of sense. So, this game is a Spanish import, which is a very strange thing to see. Because this game is pretty much exclusive to Spain at the moment. Even though it's got English text, it's only in Spain. And you want to know who publishes it? This really weirded me out. Deep Silver! Deep Silver, of all bloody people, published this. The same guys behind the Saints Row 3 and 4... no, did they publish Saints Row 3 or 4? Yeah, they published one of the Saints Rows. It's weird. It's really weird. And it's entirely in English. I mean, I imported it from Spain, and it's entirely... Well, actually, I didn't import it, long story. But it's entirely in English. And the funny thing is, it says Tad here, but if we go and look at my bubble in the live area, Tad Stones. The thing is, this guy in Japan, what the hell am I thinking? Spain, is named Tadeo Jones. So yeah, Tadeo Jones, you can tell what that's a rep-off of. It's just strange. Apparently, this whole series is based off like this animation short that was made back in 2008. But man, it's just weird to see this sort of game. I have to thank the guy who sent me this because I actually couldn't import this from Spain because for some reason the only place I could find it online was Amazon Spain, and couldn't ship it to my place. They just would refuse to ship the game directly to my doorstep. So this guy comes in and says, just tell me your address and I'll ship it to you. And he shipped it to me, so that's nice of him. Yeah, that was a long bit of a rant there. But anyway, we'll go have a look around first. So you got your sound and your control options. You don't really need to change those. That's not that big of a problem. You've also got credits and you've got the character gallery. And the character gallery isn't really that important. Mainly because it just... Why is there a page for the car? I don't understand. The wallets are poor because parts often fall off. That's about right. But yeah, the entire game's in freaking English. Who would have thought? I wonder if you put this into like a Spanish Vita, it would change like the title and all that to the Spanish version. So I don't know. That's something I'm going to have to check out eventually, but I don't want to go wiping off my European account off my other Vita. But anyway, we're going to go and choose a level. So you got a bunch of different levels. I'm about halfway through the game at this point, and nothing really changes at any point during the game. So we're just going to hit continue and just go where it takes us. The idea is we're Tadeo Jones, one of the most incompetent archaeologists ever. And this is basically a rip-off of an Indiana Jones adventure. So take that how you will. I'm mainly going to try and focus on the gameplay here. The weird thing is the gameplay actually changes a fair amount throughout the game. They often have these weird standalone stages, but here we are in Tadeo Jones and the Lost Manuscript. So combat in this game is very simple. It's quite literally just press the right... Bollocks. Yeah, fuck up on the first jump, that's about right. But yeah, combat in this game is pretty simple. It's just press the right button in order to take out the enemies. The platforming is pretty simple too. It's just press X and jump. There's really nothing here that'll blow your socks off at all, really. Sure, it looks kind of nice, but the game has performance problems out the arse. The hilarious thing about this game is that... Whoops. Ow. Need to duck under that. The weird thing about this game is... Bloody taser. The weird thing about this game is that on the Amazon Spain store page, for whatever bloody reason, there's a screenshot and it's obviously from a debug version of the game. And it's showing a frames per second counter for some bloody reason. I do not know why. Also, really need to get into the right position in order to climb up these. And there's just a boring set of button presses. And if you screw one up, you just get thrown to the bottom of the... Yeah, as you can see. But yeah, it's just strange because the screenshot shows a debug version of the game. Which has... oh. Yeah, that was going to kill me. You can slide under those, but it's actually kind of hard to time properly. See? Then you can just punch his lights out. But yeah, it shows a frames per second counter, but the frames per second counter doesn't even hit 60. It's sitting at 48. And that's kind of it's kind of impressive that they would show that, because that's pretty much how the game acts all the time. It never stays at a... Bugger me. Those animations, just standing up when you're dead. It never stays at a solid 60. You probably won't be able to tell, because I'm not going to bother uploading this video at higher than 30 frames a second. But it's just... It never hits 60. It just never does. It is running poorly constantly, and it can be really hard to hit jumps because of the timing issues it might introduce. I wonder if there's going to be a cutscene or two here. Loading times aren't great.
When we got off the train, we saw the Odysseus thugs entering the mines. What are they looking for? I have to look into this matter, but without getting caught.
The voice acting's even in English too. Like, what the hell? You swear they'd probably end up releasing this as like a budget download in the US or Europe or something, but they never do. It's just oh so strange. But yeah, we're going to come on to what appears to be a puzzle level at this point, or just a regular 2D platforming level. You saw a pretty good example of what the levels are like back there, except the platforming levels that take place inside the temples and the mazes and all that are all pretty much the same. I have to admit though, this game actually looks pretty nice. I mean, the frame rate is arse, but you look at this game and it is at least pretty to look at outside of the really silly animations. Okay, so apparently he's just teaching us sneaking over halfway through the game. Oh. Alright, so we're going to have to do a little bit of sneaking now, aren't we? Very odd. Yeah, this is weird. Halfway through the game and they're still introducing new mechanics. Oh, we'll go down here, okay. The animation quality is so weird though. There's this one part of the game before that train area where... Oh. There's this one part of the game before the train area where it's like... Oh. I can't even hit him. That's so annoying. Where it's literally just a quick time event, but they don't have any like failures for the quick time events, so if you don't press the button on time, it'll literally show him going through the first few frames of the animation. And then it'll just cut to black, and you'll end up having to do the thing again. It's so weird. Alright, I guess we're going up here now. And up here real quick before we get spotted. Oh, come on, really? That's so weak. God damn it. Up and over, up and over. I'll be sure to show off a more traditional platforming level just a little bit later on in this video, but one thing you might have noticed from just watching this is that this game can be... Oh. Outside of these bloody guards that I don't know that they're actually there, but... Yeah, the game's platforming is surprisingly easy, other than just a couple of, like, puzzle elements that show up from time to time. It's just... I mean, I get it. It's a game that's probably made for kids, but at the same time... Yeah, this is like motion controls, by the way. At the same time, it's just kind of annoyingly easy because the zero challenge to it is literally just get... It's... I imagine even my kids wouldn't have a problem with this. It's surprisingly easy platforming, despite some of the issues there might be with timing and stuff like that. But yeah, it's really, really easy. Almost surprisingly so. Some of the levels that take a break from the typical gameplay standpoint are hard enough, but... what's this? Oh, that's another slide puzzle, huh? Yeah, that was easy. There's a bunch of those throughout the game, and they're all as easy as each other. It's just... It's also... Oh. Doesn't even look like he's holding a gun. Can't go through this way, I guess. And sometimes the platforming screws up a bit. Oh. You know what? Screw this level. I'm going to go back to the main menu and go to a more traditional platforming level, because... Well, you already saw one of them, basically. But yeah, the idea... That's the idea, basically. Just pulling levers. It does absolutely nothing new. Just pulling levels, solving slide puzzles. Simple as hell combat. And in between these levels, there are some weird things. Like, allow me to show you one of the side activities, which is, surprisingly enough, bloody slot car racing with your dog. This could not be simpler. It's literally just, don't let your speed go too... Don't go too fast. And don't lose. But it's so unbelievably simple that, funnily enough, I might be able to expect my dog to do it. I'm literally just sitting here pressing R. And listen to the music playing in the background in this one. It's like the sound they play in the background of Indiana Jones while he's brushing his teeth. Just listen carefully. It really does sound like something... It's like... Oh, bloody dog. It just sounds like Indiana Jones doing the housework style music. It's strange. I'm not going to force you to sit through any more of that. I'm going to go and do one more level from back in the second chapter where the levels are more puzzly, and then we'll call this video to an end. So yeah, it's just a strange set of... Alright, we'll play this one, because it's a relatively long level, and then we'll call it an end. It's just strange. It's a really weird game. I'm surprised that exists at all. It's just a really generic platformer. That's all I have to say about it. Probably not worth your time going and looking to import, because it'll probably cost you a pretty penny, and it won't be worth shit to you, but... Let's go. So yeah, sometimes we play as a lady, and sometimes there's parts where you swap between the two characters. Oh, bloody sliding. Bloody sliding! Sliding, work please. There we go. The checkpoints are so close to each other, it's like you never need to worry about failing a challenge and being sent back the entire level, because there's like 10 checkpoints in every level. It's kind of ridiculous. Again, it's just all very strange. Ow. Doesn't matter, you're supposed to hit these bastards with a bloody tackle. That sound effect, by the way, how ridiculous is that? You'll get to hear it again in a second. Just listen. Oh. That was mean, game. That was goddamn mean. But, yeah, basically this is just the most generic platformer. Oh god, I've done it again. It's one of the most generic platformers I've played in ages. It does absolutely nothing new or interesting. It runs like crap. It actually looks okay, but the sound is just cringe-worthy. God damn it, slide properly, woman! These controls, I swear. I get so bored. I've had this game for months, and I've only just gotten around to doing a video on it, because I literally get so bored while I'm playing it, I put it down, and I forget it exists for a couple of weeks, and then I have to Then I realized, oh, some guy sent this to me and I didn't pay a cent for it. I really should try and play it again. And I just don't. And I just don't play it for longer than half an hour because I get so bored with it. It's just so insanely dull. Oh look, pushing blocks. And a slide puzzle again. Could you tell that this was coming? Oh, so simple. I really have nothing to say about it except generic, and it's not really worth your time. And I imagine the other Tadeo Jones game they brought out on Vita. Oh yeah, I remember this puzzle. So I have to come up here first. Push this block over here. Very, very slowly. And now I push this block up here just to be sure. Come back. Stand at this lever. Get Tadeo to stand at this lever. Pull this. Immediately swap. Pull this. And there we go. These levels have singular, like, pages of a manuscript hidden in them, which unlock the character gallery, but seriously, other than that, it's just... Can you really imagine paying full price for a game like this? Because some poor Spaniards did. So many other better platformers on Vita. Although I just have to admit, at least it's better than Fly Hunter Origins. Good lord. And that's the end of that. That really is a good demonstration of what you're doing in Tadeo Jones, because it's just some boring generic puzzle platforming followed by some random crap in the middle and then back to the generic puzzle platforming. It's just dull and not really worth your time to import, and it's a complete rip-off of Indiana Jones to boot. Yeah. That's it. That's all I got. I really wish I could give you more, especially since this guy who sent it to me was absolutely generous in doing so, but... Really? I mean, come on. What do you expect me to say? Oh, man. Well, I guess this was a look at Tad and the Lost Scroll, Tadeo Jones and the Lost Manuscript. That's pretty much it. This has been Blue Maxima, and I'll see you all next time.